My name is Tord Björk, Council Member of International Peace Bureau established in 1891 and active in environmental peace and solidarity movements since the first UN Conference on Environment and Development in Stockholm 1972. I'm much honored to have been asked to make a contribution to this important event on how to construct a social and political front against austerity. And I cannot stress enough how much I would have liked to be with you there in person, meeting all of you and be part of a collective discussion. The simple answer on how to end austerity is to make it a part of an alliance for peace and social and environmental justice. This call for uniting movements was the conclusion of an online dialogue organized by World Social Assembly Struggles and Resistances, with trade unions, rural movements as the Convergence for Land and Water hosting this World Social Forum, climate justice activists from Portugal and Congo, peace movements from Nigeria and Cameroon, migrant activists, solidarity movements, cancel the debt activists, and human rights movements from all continents. The End Austerity campaign is a key element in strengthening this building of alliance between movements uniting in one movement. The reason is that economy has direct influence of the daily life of people. Without having a social base in local communities and this daily reality for people across the planet, no strong movement alliance for peace and social and environmental justice can be built. At the same time, economy is central to understand the root causes and the necessary solutions to many other issues. Let us be frank, many movements, including my own environmental and peace movement, have long lived in the belief that it was enough to work for better policies within the existing political, national and international system. Also, the End Austerity campaign has, as we can see, problems in reaching out to rural populations and their economic concern. This is not because of lack of courage. It is because it is not an easy task. In many ways, it is first now, when so many hardships face our constituencies and humanity are at the brink of ending the possibilities for the survival of mankind due to an ecological collapse or an atomic war, when the time has come to build stronger alliances and bring economic issues to the forefront. There are many struggles going on today in our local communities, at national and international level. Nothing is more important to create awareness and strengthening all our struggles as ending austerity. The reason is simple. Austerity is at the root of suppressing rural and urban populations everywhere. By causing large-scale poverty, even in a country like my home country, Sweden, where I come from, large portions of society is forced into the struggle for the daily costs of living. Of course, the situation in a country like Sweden is not comparable to countries in the global south, but the same economic tendencies are developing here as in the south, and the relative decline is sharper here than in many other places. Sweden has now among the highest proportions of billionaires in the world, while most of the young generation have less chances than their parents had for a good life. We cannot only blame politicians, corporations, and international institutions for this situation we are in. We are not victims. We are historical actors. We have to address the fact that single-issue movements are not enough to confront the present polycrisis. Of course, we all have our main area of interest, but we must also now be able to connect to the core interests of other movements. This is especially important when it comes to connecting the rural and urban struggles. The rural economy is based on agriculture, forestry, and fishing, economies that are essential for mankind, as we cannot eat money. We rely on what plants and animals can provide us for a good livelihood. But this rural economy has not the advantages of scale as the urban industrial economy. Thus, sometimes the interest of rural and urban populations may seem to be in conflict with each other. But this is only when we let the interests of those making profit and control forces will lead to power split us apart. The invitation to this end austerity campaign meeting marks an end of the 11-year journey in my struggle for uniting environmental and peace movement. In 2015, myself and together with others in Friends of the Earth Sweden formulated a solution to the Ukraine crisis. The first slogan we came up with was peace on earth and peace with earth, thus stressing not only the geopolitical but also the socio-ecological dimension of the conflict and now full-scale war in this country with its fertile soil. We also ended the slogan "End austerity" in Ukraine, Europe and the world. Today I feel much at home together with you in this common effort. We in Sweden, together with our cooperation partners in the struggle for peace and climate justice in Africa, and many others are now calling for a united action day for peace on earth and peace with earth. Here, End austerity would serve as a message to make many understand the necessity of confronting the present development model built on exploitation of human beings and nature, which is underpinned by the politics of austerity. I will give the links to our calls for peace on earth and peace with earth. Hope we can continue this cooperation further. Let us build an alliance of rural and urban movements together and see the World Social Forum 2026 and this meeting to end austerity as a starting point for constructing another world. Thank you very much for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to give this message to you. Remember, they will never stop us. The future is ours.